cursor on a particular candlestick or a price zone, you can see the date below. So the market found some resistance around 5120 on Friday, and it created a low of 5160, and it closed around the zone of 5080. So yesterday market opened around 5060. So these are the major supports and resistance zone, and we expected crude to continue selling. But the point to be noted, or the crude is dropping from more than 600 points drop. So always we can expect a type of consolidation or a little type of pullback. But we are, as a trader, we always stay with the trend. We don't go against the trend. So let us see what happened after the price opening here. We are going to stimulate this price action that can help you to identify the market trend. You can see that after the price opening, the market just found a resistance with a moving average. This red color line, market short-term moving average. And initially it was dominated by the sellers, and it came down and tested this 5060. You can very well notice that the market came down and tested this 5060, and it gave a little bit of pullback. If you want to notice that what happened, this is if I have passed this stimulation. So you can notice that after the opening, the price has dropped till 5060, and it 5060 provided a support, just like what happened on Friday. On Friday, the market, just after testing this 5060, the market just pulled back upside, and it came down, and again it took the support around 5060, and it went and tested this 5080 zones. Initially, whenever the market found a support around 5000 and took the support around 5060, it is going and testing this 5080 to 5090. So that happened exactly on yesterday also. Yesterday, after the market opening, it came down and tested this 5060, and it went back, and it has a consolidation. You can see the level of consolidation is happening. It's a very good consolidation the market we are witnessing. Then after consolidating for a long time, you can see everything, the average short-term averages are converging at a point, and the market finds some momentum. So it is providing some pullback to go back to 5100 to 5120, which is quite a major resistance zone. And after that it couldn't sustain because it is again taking a support around 5080. You can see the market took the support around 5080, and it provided a pullback, and it tested the major resistance zone of 5120. So for a while the market is finding a good resistance around 5120, but again at the end of the time it was quite successful in breaking the resistance, and it stayed above the resistance and closed above the major resistance of 5120. And the market closing is around 5126. We have marked this in the black color box. You can see that when we compare the entire price action, you can see if we are going to compare the entire price action, you can see that initially the market opened lower, and it took some support around 5060, which was the weekly average support for crude oil that happened on last week. And it apart from the initial this trading session, the market after that 5000 till 5080, you can draw a box here, till 5080, till this zone the market was in trend with the downtrend, in line with the downtrend. But after that the market took some support around 5080 and gave a pullback till 5020 and closed around 5126. And today we are expecting crude to open more or less around the same zone, 5120 to 5126, more or less near the same zone. We are expecting crude to open in the same zone. But you can say that since the closing, yesterday's closing, which is around 5126, is just above the yesterday's market opening. We cannot say just above that, it is well above the yesterday's market opening. So this is the first time after a long time we are getting a price closing. So if you see the previous presentation about the opening, high, low and close analysis for what happened in the last week, you can very well identify that after a quite long time we are getting a price closing which is well above the opening and also above the resistance zone of 5120. But this can alone indicate us that something is happening for the buyers. And also one more thing we should remind is that it is a very huge drop. The crude has witnessed a very huge drop. More than 600 points was there drop, but just a pullback for some 60-50 points is quite normal. But this closing above the previous day's opening on a Monday market indicates us that there is some buying happening around 5080 and 5060. So this can indicate there is some buying, but it is not at all a confirmation that the crude has reversed its trend. After a very big drop, it is quite normal for the market to consolidate. Only thing we should do is that we should patiently wait for a trend confirmation, and then we can take a buy call. Unless other than we should wait. Patience is a very key for trading. So till this zone, still we expect the market to find some resistance around 5180 to 5160. Unless until we get a closing above 5180, we cannot confirm that the crude can go for buying. Just because you can see this 5180 and 5160 indicates some some long-term moving average is also converging at 5180 to 5160, which can provide some resistance around 5180 to 5160. So if we get a closing above 5180, we can confirm that the crude can possibly go and reverse its trend. Unless until this yesterday's price action is just an indication that we have the crude can go, but it is not a confirmation. Always we trade with the trend. Unless until we get a clear confirmation, we cannot go against the trend. If you are not sure about the trend, just patiently wait for some trend confirmation. The market will consolidate here and will provide us a good opportunity to take a good trading entry point, because we need not in a hurry, because after a huge drop it is a very normal for any market to do this type of consolidation and show this type of pullback. We need not deviate from our strategies what we are following. Unless until we get a confirmation, we don't bet against the trend. So trend is always going to be our friend. 1 or 2 days it may test us, but surely if we are a trend follower, surely we can win in the market. So what we can do is that patiently waiting for the market opportunity is also a part of a trading activity. So till 5180 we can expect the market to go show some downward price direction. Unless until we get a closing above 5180, we cannot confirm that the market can go with the trend, because yesterday we expected a selling around till 5220. You can notice that yesterday in your previous presentation we have mentioned that till 5220 we expected the market to continue selling, but today we have decreased the stop loss to 5180, so that the stop loss is around 5190. Just because since the price action price market has closed higher, we want to protect whatever profit we have made in the last week and also the week before. So we are in the production mode. We want the market to consolidate. That is only in consolidating market we can pick a trend very clearly. So let us wait and watch the support and resistance level very carefully for today. Our activity for today is that 5120, like what we told yesterday, this is going to play a very crucial role in deciding the trend, because if we get a closing above 5180, the closing is going to be above the long term average, and also the closing we get a 2 days closing a higher closing, so that can provide us some momentum. A single day higher closing can always not provide sufficient momentum for the market to gain and reverse its trend. So let us see what's going today. Also you can go for a sell till 5180 and have stop loss around 5190. That is what we are expecting as a trend follower. So clients who is having sufficient funds can test the market, and we will get an opportunity for buying. Don't be in a hurry for buying at the bottom. So let us see what's going to happen during our trading session, and thanks a lot for watching our video. Take care. Bye.